Hey guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. So it should come as no surprise. I talk about LORAC products a lot. I have a lot of LORAC palettes that I really like, and I do have this one to review for you guys, and I think this is still available on Ulta.com. I don't think it's sold out yet, which is really surprising. They must have created like 3 times as many as they did last year. Because last year the Mega Pro 1 like sold out so quickly. I will be doing a full review on this for you guys. I haven't even swatched it yet, because I've been waiting to do that full review for you guys. So literally it's in brand new, pristine condition. Still has its plastic piece on it. It's so much swatching, and I just did a huge video on Makeup Forever, and I'm just not in the mood to swatch all that again. So I decided instead to talk about these 2 little gems that I find do not get talked about enough here on YouTube. The first one is the LORAC Pro Matte. This is the tiniest little palette ever. I really love it. You have these 8 eyeshadows in different tones and shades. We're gonna go through them all. They're all matte. This is a great like take with you and go palette, especially with the palette that I just did a really big review on, which is the Makeup Forever 15 Artist Eyeshadow Palette, because every single color in this palette is a shimmer. A shimmer or an iridescent or a satin. There is no mattes in this palette. So this palette plus this little guy, you can create an endless amount of looks. So I'm really, really liking this. We're also going to go over the LORAC Pro Contour Palette. I hear everybody talk about the Anastasia Contour Palette, but no one talk about this one. I've had this one for a while, and a good friend of mine asked for this on her Christmas list, and as soon as she did it, I remembered that I had it, and I don't highlight and contour as far as like actually sculpting my own face that much. This is something I use more in my kit. But I'm going to go through it with you guys today because this is my go-to contouring kit when I go do makeup on other sets and stuff. So first let's talk about the eyeshadow palette because it's just so small and so easy to use. When I say so small, I'm talking small. What do I even have to show you guys? Maybe an e.l.f. compact? You ever seen an e.l.f. like these tiny little e.l.f. compacts? Literally, it's almost the same size as one of those. You are not getting a ton of product in here. The total weight is 4 grams, so each shadow is about half a gram. It's not a ton, but honestly, would you ever go through an entire eyeshadow? Honestly, like I don't. So let's go through the top 4 shades. You have Bare, which is kind of the, oh, these get so messy, which is kind of the light shade. It's like, you're not even able to see it. It's like my skin, but better. On my finger, you'll see it better. Then you have Latte, which is a little bit deeper toned, as you can see, a little bit more gray brown. Then you have Corduroy. This is where their mattes are so velvety. I always feel like you just need to touch them. Corduroy is a gorgeous deeper brown. It's kind of not like a super intense dark brown yet. That's Chocolate. Chocolate is the dark brown stunner of this palette. So that's the top row there, but you can see they're all gorgeous. They're all kind of cooler toned on that top row. That chocolate color is great for creating a smoky eye that you don't want to be too intense. This and my smoky eyes can be super intense, so chocolate's the good balance. It's not super intense, but it also gives you good color. Then the next row we have Linen, which is one of my favorites. It's just this soft kind of pinky white. But it's not a pure white, it's like a pinky white. It's really, really beautiful. It's great for highlighting. Then you have Pink Mauve. Pink Mauve is a gorgeous, exactly what it sounds like. It's a mauve undertone with pink, really beautiful. Then you have Burgundy. Now this is your warm toned brown. It's got a little bit of red to it, really soft, really beautiful. And then you have Jet Black, and this is a gorgeous matte black. Now I do want to quickly swatch Latte because I want you to see how different Latte and Pink Mauve are. And I also want to swatch Corduroy. Corduroy is really soft next to Burgundy, so you can see. So you can immediately see that Burgundy is definitely more warm toned. That's this one, and that's Corduroy underneath it. And Pink Mauve is up here and Latte is at the end. So definitely more warmer toned on that bottom row. I love that. You have the opportunity here to do so many different things if you want to. You have, you know, lights, darks, cool tones, warm tones. You can really play with your eye looks. Alex was washing all my brushes, and so I was looking for the towel he was using to do that because my hands are getting extremely stained. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the LORAC Contour Palette. Now, like I said, this is one that I use for work. So we have a beige highlight in it. Then we have a yellow highlight in it. Now these are matte highlights. These are meant for sculpting out the face. They're not meant to create like a bright cheek shimmer, you can see. They're just plain. They're very much for just kind of sculpting over top of where you've bronzed or contoured, whatever you want to use it. And then they also have a shimmer highlight in here, and it's the bigger one, of course, because that's what everyone goes to. Now, I do find these to be pretty powdery. However, you have to remember that you're not supposed to be digging your finger into these. With a brush, you get way less powder with these than you do by using your finger. So, for instance, I'll take the light contour, which is here, and you'll see I dab my brush into it, and I do get a little bit of fallout, but very little, and then I can blend that into that cheek area. Now, if I want it to be stronger than this, I can take the beige highlight, because that's the one I normally use for myself, and I can apply that above it and a little bit below it. This will really allow that area there to pop. It also, of course, has the shimmer highlight, and this is, again, just for those areas of your face that you really want to raise. Now, remember, I'm already wearing another highlight today, but I wanted to throw this one on. Now, you can see, you can really play with this highlight if you want to. You can really dig into it and get, like, a very, very shimmery face. Or you can do it a little more subtly and blend it out. See, you get less shimmer. But those are the top colors. Really great for sculpting and contouring. Then the bottom ones, you have a light contour, which is the only one I ever use on myself. You have a deep contour. I love this light contour because it's just a beautiful color, not too deep. You also have this kind of huge one here, which is the medium contour. The reason why that one is so big is because it is the color that looks good on most people. So that's the medium, that's the light, and that's the dark. I, of course, almost always use the light on myself if I'm ever doing this. But for the most part, like I said, this is something that generally stays in my kit. Generally does not go, I don't do a lot of contouring on my own face. But you can definitely see the difference, how chiseled this side looks compared to this side because I haven't contoured it. Contouring does make a huge difference. Just what I would do with the medium one. If I was going to use the medium one, I'd probably use it more up in the temples, where I want it to look more like I've tanned. And not where, see, it's a little bit darker. And the light one I would use places like my jawline and, again, that cheekbone area. And if I wanted to really pronounce it, again, I can go in with the beige highlight. And I can put the beige highlight also all over the rest of my face. So you can see that really gives the face like a heart shape. I've definitely shadowed in here, I've shadowed in here. Cheeks are more defined, even jawline looks a little better. You can also do the nose with this. It's a great multi-purpose product. One other trick, this yellow highlight is also great for an under eye powder. I get really dark circles, and so when I want to brighten them up, I'll take a little bit of that powder and I'll just pat it under that eye. This brightens up the whole under eye area. If you would like me to do a full review on how I use this palette, let me know. I would gladly do that for you. If you enjoyed these reviews of the LORAC Pro palettes, the Contour and the Matte Pro, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
'Cause girl, I wanna let you know your smile gets me out of my bed, puts a kick in my step. Whatever comes next, I'm ready. Your smile puts the wind in my sail. Baby, how could I fail? There's nothing else that I need. Just smile, just smile, just smile for me, baby. Just smile, just smile, just smile for me, baby. You can chase the dark away, just the look upon your face. All that was wrong